legalized marijuana, African American lawmakers are saying year one, they're not going to pass this unless it's guaranteed where they know that the money is going to the disaffected communities that were devastated. What's your opinion on all of this, Pastor?
Number one, I'm glad that the African American lawmakers have banded together to take a stand against the sale of marijuana until economically some things happen. Personally, I wish that they would take a stance against marijuana, period, becoming legal in our state, because there's another cost that you cannot really calculate in dollars and cents, and that's really the human toll. That when you begin to flood our communities with illicit drugs, okay, then those are the kinds of things that our society is going to have to deal with, okay, not only now, but for generations yet to come, all right. And I think we're not looking at a lot of things. I wish that some of our lawmakers would understand and take a look at what's happening in Colorado. And also how marijuana is being marketed. When I say that, because it's being marketed not only in the form of weed where you smoke, there are also candy, okay, donuts, pastry, all of these kinds. How do we keep those kind of things out of the hands of our children? We don't. That's what happens, okay? And so the devastation on that side, I just think we're asking for a problem that we do not have right now. Or let me just say this, I think the problem will be magnified, okay, over 1,000% as to what we do have right now. We're dealing with some mild things right now, but when you open that floodgate, it's like the Pandora's, like opening up Pandora's box. So I do wish, I think that that our elected officials and those people of color, I think they're onto something in this sense. Economics has not caught up with the communities that they serve. All right, and I think that right now, with the positions that some key individuals hold who are African Americans, I think they really need to sit down and have a good conversation dealing with this whole idea of economics and the black community. Because I don't think that they're ever going to have this chance again in government. Because let me put it this way, by way of thinking about some things. The governor really doesn't have the power that we think the governor has, all right? When the governor gets up and he talks about, well, I'm going to make this law, okay, he cannot do anything until the Senate and the Assembly gives him a bill to sign, all right? And so the real power lies in the Assembly and the senators, all right? The ball is in their court, okay? They're either going to do something at this point that is going to be a benefit to all New Yorkers, or they're going to send us down a road that is going to be devastating, not only to the African American community and other communities of colors, but to the state itself, all right? The examples are out there. They're already out there. We need to take a look at what's happening, not only with the accumulation of dollars, but take a look at the negative side. No one's talking about the negative side of all of this. Again, to regress to your original question, I'm glad that at least the African American politicians are really taking a good look at this thing, because our communities never benefit from this stuff, okay? They said we were going to benefit quite a while ago. They said we were going to benefit from the money going into lotto and all of those kinds of things. Has our education gotten any better? No. Okay. Where's the money going? I have no idea. Okay. But it certainly isn't going into educating our children. Okay. and that in itself is evident from the kind of, if I would put it this way in a business term, from the kind of product that is being produced out of our schools. All right, our children cannot compete. When they go to college, they can't make it through the first year. Okay, so we need a lot of fixing here, and I do pray that that this will be a wake-up call, even for our black political representatives, that they understand the power that they have, but not only the power, the responsibility and having that power. All right, and sometimes I hate to call it power, but the influence that they can now bring to help the communities in which they serve.